don't just want the news, they want the truth. What others hide, I bring to you with evidence. Politics, corruption, human rights. No filters, no fear, just facts. I don't stop until the system shakes. Hello and welcome to Trending Daily. This is Makhdoom Shahabuddin. On 7th August 2026, history was rewritten in the heart of Islam's holiest city, inside the sacred city of Makkah. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif stepped forward to sign a document that fundamentally reshaped the security architecture of the Muslim world and beyond, the Makkah Joint Defence Agreement. The core principle of this landmark pact is chillingly clear and absolute. An armed attack against any one of the three member states will be legally and strategically regarded as an attack against all three, coming against the backdrop of a volatile, burning Middle East scarred by wider regional wars involving Iran, shipping lane blockades in the Red Sea, and mounting pressure on Gulf energy infrastructure. This trilateral alliance brings together the unique strength of three heavyweight nations: Saudi Arabia, the financial and energy powerhouse of globe; Turkey, a formidable NATO-standard military and drone tech titan; and Pakistan, a battle-tested conventional military force and the Muslim world's sole nuclear power. Today we are going to break down the geopolitical significance of the Makkah Defence Pact, analyze why it is a game changer for Pakistan's economic and strategic calculus, and examine the heavy foundational role Islamabad plays in holding this historic shield together. To understand why the Makkah Pact was signed, we must first look at the pressure cooker of contemporary geopolitics. The year 2026 has witnessed unprecedented volatility across West Asia. Following extended military escalations between the US-Israel coalition and Iran, regional shipping lanes were repeatedly choked. Energy supplies moving through the Strait of Hormuz faced constant threats, and Saudi oil infrastructure and cities found themselves under crossfire from multiple directions. For decades, the security of the Gulf relied heavily on external security umbrellas, primarily the United States. However, as shifting American priorities and protracted regional wars left vulnerabilities exposed, Riyadh realized it needed an indigenous, reliable, and deeply trusted regional security paradigm. This pact didn't happen overnight. It was built on solid foundations. First, the bilateral strategic mutual defense agreement signed between Riyadh and Islamabad back in September 2025. Second, the exponential growth of defense manufacturing and drone technology ties between Ankara and Riyadh, alongside deep-rooted defense cooperation between Pakistan and Turkey. By merging these bilateral channels into the trilateral Makkah Joint Defence Agreement, the signatories achieved three massive strategic milestones. Number one, collective deterrence. By binding a NATO-strength military, Turkey, and nuclear-armed conventional powerhouse Pakistan with the financial heartbeat of the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, the pact creates an undeniable deterrence threshold. Any hostile actor thinking of targeting Gulf energy fields or regional stability now faces a unified tri-continental response. Number two, strategic autonomy. While both Islamabad and Ankara have repeatedly emphasized that the pact is purely defensive and not targeted at any single nation, it undeniably signals a move toward regional self-reliance. It tells the world that major Muslim nations are capable of safeguarding their own sovereignty and maritime trade routes without relying entirely on distant Western capitals. Number three, economic protectionism. Modern economies run on secure energy and uninhibited trade. By stabilizing the Red Sea corridor and shielding Saudi Vision 2030 developmental projects from regional spillover, the pact secures the economic lifeline of the region. Now let's pivot to the core question: what is in it for Pakistan? Critics inside and outside Islamabad often question multilateral military commitments, asking what tangible dividends ordinary citizens will see. When analyzed through a pragmatic lens, the Makkah Defence Pact is extraordinarily beneficial for Pakistan on multiple strategic and economic fronts. Number one, financial and economic stabilization. Pakistan's economy has historically wrestled with balance of payment crisis, heavy import bills for oil, and fluctuating foreign exchange reserves. Number two, guaranteed energy security. Through deep strategic integration with Saudi Arabia, Pakistan secures long-term stable energy supply arrangements and deferred payment mechanisms that insulate its domestic economy from global oil shocks. Number 3, worker remittances safeguard. Millions of Pakistani expatriates live in and work in Saudi Arabia and the broader Gulf, pumping billions of dollars in remittances back into Pakistan annually. Ensuring a stable, safe and prosperous Saudi Arabia directly protects the livelihoods of these families and fortifies Pakistan's macroeconomic stability. Number 2, defense industry synergy and technological leap. Pakistan boasts a robust defense production sector exemplified by institutions like the Pakistan Aeronautical Complex and Heavy Industries Texla, alongside Turkey's world-renowned drone and defense manufacturing ecosystems such as Baykar. The trilateral framework opens wide avenues for joint defense production, technology sharing, and co-development of next-generation military hardware. Rather than merely buying foreign military equipment, Pakistan is positioning itself as an active co-producer of export, boosting high-tech industrial growth and creating specialized engineering jobs locally. Elevating diplomatic weight and regional staging. As the only declared nuclear power in the Islamic world, Pakistan has often walked a diplomatic tightrope, trying to balance relations across the Middle East by institutionalizing its security role through a legitimate multilateral UN Charter compliant framework anchored under Article 51 for collective self-defense. Pakistan cements its status as indispensable security anchor rather than a mercenary or ad hoc participant. This elevates Islamabad's diplomatic leverage globally. While Saudi Arabia provides the economic gravity and Turkey brings advanced aerospace and NATO standard tactics, Pakistan is the strategic spine of the Makkah Defence Pact. Without Islamabad's unique capabilities, the architectural weight of this agreement simply could not stand. What exact roles does Pakistan play within this alliance? Number 1, the ultimate deterrence and core military manpower. Pakistan maintains one of the most battle-hardened professional militaries in the world with decades of intensive counter-terrorism experience and high-intensity conventional preparedness. Under the framework of ongoing defense agreements, Pakistan has already deployed specialized military personnel, fighter aircraft assets, advanced air defense systems, and naval units to assist in safeguarding Saudi airspace and territorial integrity. Pakistan brings the unmatched credibility of a nuclear deterrent, shifting the regional risk calculus entirely for any adversary contemplating large-scale aggression against the Pact's signatories. Maritime security and Red Sea guardianship. Recent security crises exposed several vulnerabilities in key maritime choke points like the Bab el-Mandab Strait and the Red Sea corridor. When Saudi Arabia proposed the multinational maritime defense coalition to secure commercial shipping lanes against asymmetric threats, Pakistan was quick to step forward alongside regional partners. The Pakistan Navy acts as a primary security provider in the Arabian Sea and Western Indian Ocean nodes, ensuring that oil tankers, cargo ships, and global trade arteries remain open and protected from the hostile disruptions. The bridge of Islamic solidarity and diplomatic equilibrium. Beyond hardware and troops, Pakistan provides a critical diplomatic buffer, having long-standing deep-rooted fraternal ties with the both Arab world and Turkey. Pakistan acts as a trusted mediator and stabilizer. Islamabad's stated vision that the pact is purely defensive, transparent, and open to other regional nations willing to choose peace over conflict prevents the alliance from being mischaracterized as an aggressive bloc, keeping the door open for regional dialogue. Ladies and gentlemen, the Makkah Joint Defence Agreement is much more than a military piece of parchment signed in a moment of crisis. It is historic realignment, a deliberate calculated move by Saudi Arabia, Turkey and Pakistan to take their collective destiny into their own hands. For Pakistan, this pact represents a unique convergence of national security, economic protection and high-tech industrial growth. It honors decades of silent military cooperation and elevates Islamabad from a regional responder to a central architect of Eurasian and Middle Eastern stability. And this shield of peace takes root, the eyes of the world will be watching. But one thing is certain, by standing shoulder to shoulder in Makkah, Islamabad, Ankara and Riyadh have fundamentally altered the balance of security. Ensuring peace through strength remains the guiding law of the region for generations to come. This was Makhdoom Shahabuddin. You're watching Trending Daily. See you in the next episode.